welcome to a brand new set of blogs, or an old set if you've been following them so far. They are welcome back to the Uni Blogs. Yes, they are back for the final time. This is final year 3. Well, actually, year 3, final year. It's all the same. Basically, in this first one, I'll be telling you what I've been doing over the summer as far as uni is concerned, and then I'll just get into the boring stuff, which, I'll say boring, so I'm going to go on for a few minutes. I'll just go through this as quick as I can. Over the summer, uni-wise, mostly been researching on what I could do for my dissertation. Now, those of you who aren't in my class, which will probably be a fair few who see this, the links for the whole information about dissertation are in a blog link below. There's 2 for that and there's 2 for the negotiating studies. More on that in a minute. The original dissertation proposal, which was done last year, was about comparing, I think, 3 games, and they were all racing ones. Now, 2 of them were on games that I'd played, and 1 was on a different console, a completely different set of games which I'd never even played before in my life. So yeah, I decided not to carry on with that, for the simple fact I wasn't going to waste £250 if you include the price of the game, just so I can research it. It'd be a waste of 250 quid. So with that in mind, I decided to not go in that direction and follow it and continue with it, and go with something which I feel appeals to me a great deal. Concept art, which is something I'm really fascinated in. I think more than the actual animation side itself, because you get to see people, doing their own impressions of what things will look like environments, characters, costumes, all different things that make up what either an animated film, short animation, or what a game is made of, which is all those things and a whole lot more. But the nitty gritty of it is the concept art. Now, with that in mind, I decided to do mine on the concept art challenges. That's actually not the correct title. The correct title is challenges between concept art for a Doctor Who TV episode and the concept art for the Doctor Who Adventure games, which are on PC. Now, I can see why some of you might think this is slightly difficult doing this, but only if A, you know people who are a fan of the show, and B, you know people who have played the games. Now, if they've played the games, then the research questionnaire bit is going to come along quite simple. And that is one stage of research. The other stage of research is getting in contact with a couple of people involved in it. Now, luckily, got a piece of paper here. If you can't fully see it, there you go. Just basically explaining about what I've got to do. So, get in touch with a few people. First off, BBC Wales Interactive, which many people who make it or behind the games, via BBC Cymru Wales, if that's how you pronounce it. Send a letter or email to Charles Cecile, he's one of the developers in making the games, and also, if I can, send it to the art department of BBC, so I can probably get in touch with one of the concept artists for it, find out the different challenges. Also concept artists for the show, so I can differentiate the 2. So that's what I'm doing for this dissertation. Now then, another thing I'll have to do is get footage recorded from the games. Now the only way I'm going to do that is if I download all of the adventure games and get like a game capture device and record it from there. Second module is Negotiating Studies 1, which is 602, and it's all about coming up with your own project. Now, the original project I had, which was about using real people in it, real occasions like the university and some of the students I was using, Sophie, Frank, myself, probably Gareth Evans actually. I was just going to ask them if they'd be happy to do it. Now Frank was all up for being in it, but it turns out that after consulting with Reese about it during the summer via email, it would have been too much of a tricky thing to do, because I'd have to have done it in animation and it would have been too complicated and I wouldn't have been able to do it. And also because Doctor Who is a popular thing with viewers and audiences around the world, one will use it because of, well, copyright issues, so that put pay to that. So I turned the attention to using some of the themes that are in there, like death, sacrifice, and false personas and other things, and put that into basically kind of turning into a short animation film with just a couple of other people involved. I have spoken to one of them already and he is quite happy to be in it. Frank, he is quite happy to be in it. All I need to do is really contact Sophie and hopefully she'll be able to voice two of the characters. And it's obviously myself. I'm playing the lead character. Now, I can't remember the name of the character because I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I don't know where I put it, so excuse me. Got it. Yep, I'll be playing the character, well, voicing someone called James. Frank would voice someone called Michael. Sophie would voice character of Rachel, and she'd be voicing the villain. It's called the Dark One for various reasons. The actual real name of it is Weevil. Yeah. Long story. I won't go into it because you're really not going to be interested in that. The Hypnosis, which is going to be going on my next uni written blog, which is going to be in the description bar below. You'll be seeing that, and the other two negotiating studies as well. So they're all in there, and there's also various themes which I'll put in the second negotiating studies book. So that is where I'm up to at the minute. Yeah, uni starts next week. Yeah, not this week coming up, but a week after, and starts on Tuesday the 30th, and I'm looking at the timetable. It is far more busy than what it has been the first 2 years. Well, the first year wasn't that bad. Second year, bit busier, but the third year is full on busy. 2.5 days for trimester 1, which is Tuesday and Thursdays 10.5, 9.5, and Friday, which is only half days, 9.1. I think that's 9.1. Trimester 2, 3 full days for the Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, obviously 10.5, 9.5 and 9.5. So it's all going to be pretty much hands on to the pump thing. Not really sure it's the right metaphor to use for trimester 2. So yeah, that is what I've been doing during the summer, where I'm at and what's happening. So thanks for tuning in, and the next uni blog will probably be up either before uni starts or at the end of the first week. Okay, so thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.